MI just ripped 541.54% to 0.71, my people. NFT Limited is basically the market writing fan fiction with your rent money and calling it price discovery.
0.71 is that price where I swear I'm early and then I realize, gasp, I'm literally the liquidity. My hotkeys are already whispering, bro, press it, become the wick.
Jet's Edge is buying the top, then negotiating with Gravity like it's customer support. Gravity doesn't do refunds or escalation tickets.
It's Wednesday, March 11th, 2026, and we're covering MI, CAST, PLYX, EJH, GSUN, TOPS, and LGVN, plus the Iran war oil narrative, Tesla China sales, and why VWAP is still the only adult in the room with a functioning prefrontal cortex.
Like and subscribe, because if you're going to donate slippage, at least do it with the community. This is church, but the collection plate is your P&L and the choir is the level 2 ladder.
Macro quick hit. Headlines say Trump claims the Iran war is nearly over, but oil is still reacting like the crisis memo got stapled to the wall. CL is up about 3.75%. So risk-on can get headlines snapped right at the open.
So it's war nearly over, but oil is like, I'm not done panicking. That's me when my broker says order filled and my P&L says plot twist.
The market doesn't believe anybody, especially not you, Jet. Your own charts treat you like an unreliable narrator.
MI specifics, up 541.54% to 0.71, 11.31 million volume, relative volume 2,432.32, market cap 3.6 million. This is pure scanner religion, like baptism by volatility.
Why MI is moving. Tiny market cap plus extreme relative volume equals forced attention. Once it tags socials and scanners, the move turns self-referential, and liquidity gets thin exactly when your brain starts feeling safe, which is objectively the funniest word in microcaps.
Driver's cut tip disguised as comedy. If the spread is wider than my patience, I'm not scalping, I'm just spinning emotional roulette with extra steps. Limit orders, or I become the candle wick with a LinkedIn post about resilience.
Jet discovered limit orders the way people discover vegetables after the doctor gets that serious voice and starts using the word lifestyle.
MI game plan, if it's extended, I want a VWAP test reclaim for a quick scalp, reject for the fade. Chasing a parabolic microcap is basically proposing on the first date at the food court while your account is watching.
Next, CAST up 352.05% to 9.13 on 610.1K volume. That's a high price relative to the liquidity print. Translation, gaps can get violent in both directions, like a door that only swings when it hits you.
$9 on 600K is like a sports car on bicycle tires. One wrong click and I'm doing a 360 right into my own stop loss, waving at it like an old friend.
Second practical tip. If you can't exit clean in your head, you won't exit clean on the tape. Plan the exit before you plan the screenshot and the motivational caption.
CAST is a patience test. Let it build an opening range, then trade the break with a stop. Don't buy the first green candle like it's a personality upgrade and a tax write-off.
PLYX up 124.62% to 5.97, volume 25.03 million, relative volume 88.83, market cap 124.04 million. This is the tradable volatility bucket compared to sub-dollar chaos.
$5 to $6 feels like a real arena, which means I'll overtrade it like it owes me closure. Same me, nicer decimals, fancier ways to be wrong.
Jet thinks a higher price fixes behavior. That's like thinking a nicer plate makes you stop binge eating. Congrats, you're just classy while you spiral.
PLYX angle. First pullback to VWAP is the sermon. Hold it and you can ride continuation. Lose it and fail reclaim and you've got a clean fade. We trade structure, not hope, and definitely not I saw a tweet.
EJH is back but different. Up 123.10% to 0.1477, volume 25.21 million, relative volume 8.99, market cap 11.82 million, still microcap, still reflexive, but it's not yesterday's amplitude.
EJH round 2 is where the chart tries to lull you with its calmer now. That's how it gets you, like a cat acting sweet right before it chooses violence and knocks your stop off the table.
The sequel is usually worse. You already know the villain. You just pretend this time you're going to manage risk like it's a New Year's resolution.
EJH rule. No market orders in pennyland. If you want to be heroic, do it with tiny size and a defined stop. Otherwise, you're just volunteering to be exit liquidity with a great attitude and a terrible feel.
GSUN up 122.22% to 0.5069, but volume is only 442.58K. That mismatch screams liquidity trap, a gap that looks tradable until you actually try to trade it and discover the market has no chairs.
Low volume gaps are where my fills come back with attitude. I click buy and the chart goes, no, not like that. Then it charges me tuition anyway.
The chart has boundaries. You don't. That's why it keeps teaching you manners.
Tops up 115.74% to 3.60, volume 5.17 million, relative volume 25.46, market cap 16.65 million. Shipping names often trade like headlines and positioning, not fundamentals, so expect snap reversals around VWAP.
Tops is literally called tops. Tell me the market isn't trolling with a neon sign. I want a clean consolidation, then breakout, or I'm fading the failed push if it can't hold above VWAP. No ego entries. My ego already has enough positions.
Derailment. Speaking of trolling, I still have an alert named February 17th, 2026 that goes off randomly and I get phantom P&L sweats. My nervous system is basically an overfit indicator with terrible out-of-sample results.
Good. Trauma is just risk management that finally stuck. Write it down and stop trying to outsmart it like you're a hedge fund with no oversight.
LGVN is the big volume anomaly, up 108.05% to 0.8910, volume 250.46 million, relative volume 277.72, market cap 19.01 million. That's crowd flow momentum plus forced participation, so halts and air pockets are absolutely on the menu.
LGVN is the kind of tape that turns traders into poets. Don't be a poet, be a cashier. Take partials into strength, trail a stop and respect VWAP like it's the border wall between profit and cope.
Also, macro whiplash check. Tesla China-made EV sales jumped 91% in February, but the tape can still get moody if oil and headlines start slapping spreads wider. I'm trying to be normal like Monday, January 01, 2026 normal. It's not taking.
Quick tournament plug because it's actually useful structure. The breakout tournament, elevator division registration is open and registration ends tomorrow, March 12, 2026. Register at dayrade.com and entry is free with the coupon code DYRDBRKT.
And it starts March 16th, 5 days from now. 21 out of 200 are in so far. Prize pool 1,750 with 1,000 for first, 500 for second, 250 for third. Climb that leaderboard like it's a breakout over VWAP. Clean, controlled, and loud.
Session is 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. ET. Intraday only. Flat by 4 or it's a violation. 3 strikes and you're suspended, and minus 1,000 cumulative removes you. It's like adulthood but with a scoreboard and fewer excuses.
Lightning round. Am only trading VWAP reclaim scalps or the clean rejection fade. No chasing highs. LGVN. I'm treating it like a halty momentum name. Partials into spikes. Tops. I want consolidation then breakout or I'm out. Cast. I'm waiting for opening range. No impulse buys.
My lightning. PLYX is the cleanest continuation if it holds above VWAP after the first pullback. EJH and GSUN are strictly small size, liquidity first trades. If spreads widen, I pass. I assume mean reversion risk is high after that relative volume, and with oil headlines still twitchy, the best alpha might be fewer trades and cleaner execution. Today is discipline.